That's what it is. We picked the house, and the only reason offers and that we needed to put in an offer today on this house. So, my girlfriend is scared to death. She put in a bid for 80,000, which I'm upset. I mean, it pisses me off. I'm really mad because it's a bullshit offer. I already know it's a bullshit offer. But this is the house. We went ahead. She wouldn't listen to me, but we went ahead and put in an offer of 80,000. So court, we went down to the real estate agent, and then we have uh, the seller has 48 hours to contact us back, and then within that 48 hours was up, the seller never contacted us back, which means the contract is null and void, and things from there just went downhill from there. So let me go into we signed the contract for the 48 hours and find out that it was in a the lawyers had it. Something was going on. The lawyers had it. Okay, whatever. They contacted us back. She went down, signed the paperwork saying it was fine to accept terms after 48 hours. So they accepted our offer at 80,000, which I'm mad because we're $1,500 overspent already. So let me tell you about the process. Like, the bank was not upfront with us. This is the first time we're buying a house. We're new at this, and we kept telling them that, hey, we're new at this. We don't know what the fuck's going on. So the banker just read off a fucking bunch of numbers. Like, it was not help. They were not helpful. So as we're going through this process, it's like, well, you need to get all this done. You need to get all this done. So we're doing this process, and the first process is the earnest money. Well, what they didn't tell you is, what you don't know is you gotta have earnest money. This depends on the value of the house or what it goes for. Our deposit it's supposed to go towards a deposit of the house, which doesn't make any sense. They're saying that we're gonna get that money back, but I don't understand how that works. But it just that was alone $500, and it just pissed me off. And then the banker was running on about that we have to have what's called closing costs. I was like, what the hell is that? Well, and she said, well, we need about $4,500 for closing costs. And we were like, you fucking kidding me? I was like, why was we not told how much money we needed in our saving or bank account before we even started looking at houses? I mean, the whole thing was to look, see what was out there, but then we were trapped in this situation where we needed $4,000 to close on top of that. And then they go in and so we're waiting on that to get resolved. We're trying to get money to show that we have this money to close on this account, which we technically don't. But somehow we come up with the money with friends and families, of course, to show that we have $4,000 to close on this house. And they said, well, the best thing to do is to get inspection done. So we get the inspection done, and we're with this inspection guy for 5 hours, and he's pointing out things about the house that needs to be fixed and that needs to be taken care of. Okay, so we spent $500 for this inspection. The inspection comes back, and everything that this man is talking about was in the inspection sheet, but it wasn't highlighted red. Highlighted red means it had to be fixed or the house could not be sold. So we get that in. And we're talking to the seller, and the seller said no, he's not fixing anything. So I was like, all right, the seller's not fixing anything. And then the radiation test come back, which was another $500. So right there, we're more money into this house, and the seller's not helping us at all. The seller's not doing anything to help. The seller is being a dick. A dick. It's like, dude, we offer you $80,000 for the house, and you're not doing anything. But then he comes down and said, well, I'll pay closing costs. It's like, that's still not good enough. I'm telling, my girlfriend accepts that, and I'm telling her that's not good enough. We're still overpaying for the house. So then they was like, well, now you need another $500 to get the appraisal done. So we paid the $500, and the appraisal comes back at $80,000. I was like, looky there. We've still spent $3,000 over budget. So we've lost so far $3,000. And the house, we could have got the house at $78,500. But like I said, she was scared, so she did $80,000. So right now we're $3,000 into this house that we currently don't own. Okay, so one of the things that come up that was red flag that the owner or somebody had to get fixed was the boiler system down in the basement. So that comes up, and they're sitting here. The man comes in. It was like $400 to fix that. We've not paid for that. Nobody's paid for that service yet. Okay, which, why would we pay for it? It's already damaged or broken before it's not been serviced. It had not been serviced for 5 years, which goes against a bunch of policies of even apparently it's a bunch of bullshit policies through the state that should have been serviced. So we've not paid it. And I told her, it's like, we shouldn't have to pay for that. That should have been kept up for maintenance, and it should have been looked at when the house was put on the market. Because how is it that our quote come back $80,000 is what the house is sold for? It's like, that don't make no damn sense. This guy had this house appraised already, instead of just telling us that he had, or yet the lawyer showing us paperwork that this house has already been appraised and it's on track and it's good. We had to pay $500 out of our pocket to get the appraisal done, so we know exactly where the house is at. So my girlfriend said, our interest rate on the house is at 5.88%. And guys, she signed the paperwork 3 weeks ago and didn't tell me. I flipped out. We are paying $4,800 in interest. She got the highest rate in the state of Indiana for a mortgage loan with a credit rating of 800. That is ridiculous. So we've been fighting over that for a while. We've been fighting for the last 2 weeks over that. I don't see how dumb somebody can be. I understand that you don't, like, she does not do math really good. But damn, come on. $4,800 a year in interest alone. I just hope that we can refinance within the first couple of years, get that down to 3.5, because that is $10,000 that we're just giving away. So just like, I mean, it's nuts. So we get back this week. The seller said he wasn't going to pay for it, and so that so pay it. We was going to go back to the table and re-go from the get-go that it was a bullshit offer, that we were getting screwed. And it pissed me off really, really bad. So I mean, we got screwed hard. We're getting screwed. I'm telling her, we're getting screwed by the banker. We're getting screwed by the fucking lawyer. We're getting screwed by the person that owns the fucking house. We're just getting fucked in this deal all around. The bank's getting high interest payments. The lawyer's gonna get us $80,000 because the guy, and then the broker, her mom's broker, is gonna get paid off for this shit. So that's where I am. I'm frustrated because it's $4,800. She's already signed it. The good thing is my name's not on the fucking deed, because that's ridiculous. That's so much wasted money. It's like, I mean, can't afford that. But I'm be broke for a while, for a long time. I told her we're moving. It's like, I can't get married. It's like $4,800 a year in interest. That's a wedding ring. That's an engagement. That's us having children in the next couple of years. Just money just thrown away. So we hear back from the lawyer 2 days ago. They paid for the boiler in the basement to be fixed. So that's the only thing they paid besides closing costs. We paid $20.23 on what did not cover closing costs. So this is our house. This has been a long, stressful fucking road. And you know what? She don't have everything packed to be moved in. And we signed today. So it's been a little long video, but you think the stress is over because now you've got the house, but in reality, it's just starting because you're paying $4,800 in fucking interest a year. I don't like it. We were trapped into this, but we're gonna make this our home. So on the next video, part 5, we're going to take a tour of my house, guys. This is it for the video. Stay tuned for another video. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. And that is pretty much it for right now. I'm frustrated. I got to go in, eat some Wendy's. This video is not sponsored by Wendy's, but I love their food anyway. So, shout out to my girl's grandma, not my girl's grandma, my girlfriend's mom. She helped make this possible by giving us some money. It's a beautiful house, and we're gonna make this work, as much as I don't like the interest rate. God bless, guys. WWJ stands for Walk with Jesus. Peace out.